Welcome, guys. It is LinaLove18. Hang time and game time. All right. So I know last week was supposed to be like a 2-hour special. However, we're gonna make it up this week. So pretty much what we're gonna do is gonna be kind of like a little raffle. I am going to bring someone onto my show with me this week. Kind of shape it up, shake it up. Usually I would have either my dad or Sandy, but however, I want to have one of you. And we can either do it where we play a game together and just talk and have a little conversation, or we can just kind of just have like a little kind of like a TED talk where we just talk and ask a few questions, and we pretty much just get to do things that way. So this is how it's going to go. What is going to happen is everyone who is watching right now, pick a number between 1 and 20. And the number that I have in my head, I am going to have the cowboy help me out and pick the person who has guessed the number that I am thinking of. And that's who's going to be joining me on the show. So I'll give you guys some time with doing that for right now. Let me try to find this on here for me. There we go. So I can see your guys' comments, see who's all watching. And first things first, we have Ray in the building. Hey, Ray. Sorry I didn't see you last week, but it is good to be here this week. Ray says, yo, and we have Mr. Bayram, please. Never met you before. Nice to meet you. My name is Lena Love. Cowboy, just let me know. So your name is Paul. Nice to meet you. I am Lena. Thanks for joining me on my show today. Pretty much, guys, tell me how your week was. How was your week last week? I know usually we do like the whole weekly thing where we ask like how your weekend was, how your week is going. Pretty much, how was your guys' week last week? How was your week going this week? How was your weekend? And we all know Father's Day is coming up this Sunday, so just let me know what you guys have planned for your dads. And I just want to give a big shout out to all the dads out there. Happy Father's Day. Thanks for all of that you guys do in your kids' lives, whether it's the little things or the big things. It's definitely you guys' time, and we praise y'all. What? You said you hate your kids? That is so mean. Cowboy over here saying he hates his kids. Ray, did you tweet me out this week? That is the big question. Now I know you and Mr. are supposed to be doing this little competition thing. However, because of circumstances from last week, that's going to be postponed. So hopefully Mr. joins us a little bit later and we can kind of just push that along. Yeah, so my week last week was a little hectic. Work was crazy because we're kind of getting into our peak season right now. So we have a lot of things going on with new cars coming in, it's getting fixed and things like that. Which means for my job per se, I do a lot of heavy lifting at my job with like rotors and batteries. I have new battle wounds every day. We're just gonna put it that way. I come home with new bruises every day, and it's kind of crazy.
And it's a new job.
And it's a new job. So I've been there for a month now, which is awesome. And it hasn't even felt like I've been there for that long, but I have. And they think it's crazy. All right. So while we wait for some more viewers, maybe we'll just get into a little game. So let us see what we have going on. Hey, Daddy. Where's Stacey? I'm like looking at the thing and I'm like, that's not it, because I see Twitter.
Yeah, I set it up. All right.
How to get the game going, guys. I also have Paul, who says, I am going to take my mom out as it's her birthday on the 19th. Oh, that is so nice. And happy birthday to your mom. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Where do you plan on taking her out for her birthday?
What if his mom is watching? Is she
Oh. Well, if your mom is watching, then don't spoil it. And if you are, happy birthday. Oh, man. Oh, Floor Kids. That was actually pretty cool. I played that the last time I was down here. Paul said, LMAO, Anthony, with the crying laughing emoji. Yeah. I mean, technically, at a point, I didn't really think about whether she might have been watching or not. So.
His mom might be the biggest in all your mama.
Yeah, she might be. Never know. Oh, man. Ray, how is everything going on your end?
You got the shot.
Didn't he get one already?
I think he might be his second one, yeah.
Hey, Ray, did you get your second shot yet? Or was it your first? When we talked about the whole COVID thing before.
Yeah, I know you got a shot today.
Paul says taking her to a place called the Harvester in the UK. That actually sounds pretty interesting. The Harvester. So is it like, oh man, okay. So restaurants in the UK, are they kind of like how we have here in like New Jersey, where like it could be like a Texas Roadhouse type thing? Or I think my question is it like a steakhouse? Is it just a regular standard like restaurant? And now your MommaKnows says, hey, so did Nintendo announce a Switch Pro? They're actually thinking about coming out with something like that. 1030 Media Group says, nope, nada. Well, nice to meet you. So they're thinking about coming out with a another Switch.
Yeah, that was a rumor, but
1030 Media Group also says 2D Metro looks like the ish. The ish though. And Paul says, yeah, they are pretty big on steak at the Harvester. Oh, okay, that's the Harvester. I feel like that's such like that's an interesting name for a restaurant. The Harvester. Oh, and just so you guys know, so a few weeks ago I learned a new British term for like chin hair pretty much. And it's called a bum fluff. And at my new job, there's this guy named Jay who works with me in my department. And it's so funny because he has like 1/3 of chin hair for a 29-year-old man. And it's kind of funny because when I first got there, I was like, hey, you want to know what they would call that on your face? And he was like, what? I was like, a bum fluff. And he was like, a bum fluff. And I just thought it was so funny because it's just a little like thing, and then he's got the little tiny goatee going. It's kind of hilarious. Oh man, that's great. Paul also says no Switch Pro, which pissed me off. 2BF. And 1030 Media Group says can't curse around the kids. LOL. What's up, Anthony? Up for some Avengers tonight? And Paul says, was that Eli that told you about Bumfluff? Yeah, it was Eli and oh, I can't remember the other person. But Eli and some other person told us.
Alex.
Oh, Alex, right? Okay. Yeah. So Eli and Alex told us about the whole Bumfluff thing, and it was hilarious because we didn't know like what it meant. So I started asking, and then I started talking about this thing called like Was it? It was like for us we call it a fanny pack, but for them they called it a it was a bum something. I'm trying to remember what. It'll probably come to me later on. Yeah, we're just gonna go back. It was that was a great stream because I feel like we all had a good time, kind of just laughing at the whole bum fluff thing. Paul says, "I swear, I wish we never told him that. I see him say it everywhere." And Paul says bum bag. Yes, it was a bum bag. There you go. I was gonna say bum bag, and it kind of came to the top of my head, and I was like, I don't think it was right, but yeah, a bum bag. So Alex was like, yeah, they also have a thing called a bum bag, and we were like, well, is that kind of like a fanny pack? Because for us, we would call it a fanny pack, and he was like, yeah. So,
yeah, ask Paul what they call a cigarette.
Paul, the cowboy says I should ask you, what do you guys call a cigarette in the UK? And now your mama knows says, yeah, let's do it. 10:30. I should be free a little bit after my wife's stream. Yeah, guys, stay tuned afterwards because you also have Sandy Beaches coming up. Are you still doing the Avengers, Sandy? So stay tuned for that because she's going to be playing the Avengers afterwards. For anyone who is new watching, I am going to bring someone on with me for my stream today. Pretty much pick a number between 1 and 20, and I'm going to have the cowboy come on with me for a little bit, and he's going to be the one to pick the number that I have on top of my head for someone to come on with me. Pretty much, and if you're just joining on, how was your week last week? How was your week going this week? How was your weekend? And do you have any plans for Father's Day? Since that is on Sunday. Yeah. So maybe we should get into a little bit of a game to kind of pass the time a little bit. But definitely get in the comments, guys. Give me numbers. Pick one between 20, and let's see who is going to be joining me today. We figured we should do something different. Usually I'd have the cowboy or even Sandy, but we decided to do something different this week. Oh, look, it's my Uncle Dave. Hey, Dave. He says, hey, Nisi. And what would I just say?
No, about the getting on thing.
Oh, Uncle Dave. So this week I'm going to have someone come on with me and pretty much pick a number between 1 and 20, and we'll see if you get to be my lucky person I get to bring on. And it's either we can play a game and chat for a little bit or just straight chat. We'll kind of see how the flow goes. 10:30 media group says, bet, thanks. Hey, Miss Little Ant, you ever think of playing with your younger kids? I have 2 girls, 8 and 10, and would love for them to have a gamer role model. Oh, wow, that's nice. Sweet. Man, I mean, my little sister, she's what, 15 now? Holy crap. And she's not really into games. Like, she's the only one that's not really into games. But it's crazy. I actually thought about that today and was like, oh man, maybe we can kind of get Michaela into like playing with me one day or something and see if she'd be into it. But yeah, then I thought about it. I was like, yeah, she's not really into games. Yeah. We have Nimbus Cloud Gaming, who says, oh, sweet, I've never met you before. Hello, nice to see you. Pretty much this week, we're going to do something a little different. What?
You know who that is?
No.
He changed his name, so you know him. No, you earlier today, a couple minutes ago, I said the other person who taught you to bum flip.
Alex?
Yeah, that's Alex.
Oh, wow. Oh, hey, Alex.
They did a little rebranding.
Nice.
So you can tell him you were just talking.
Yeah, it's so funny. Alex, I was literally just talking about you because I brought up the whole bum fluff thing and how I told a guy that works with me at my new job now. He has like a little bit of chin hair, and I thought it was so funny. So when I first got there, I told him that you guys call it a bum fluff because he has like 1/3 of a little beard, and it's the funniest thing ever. And I ironically I ended up talking about that again today. Someone came in to deliver like some car parts that we needed that we special ordered for somebody, and I was like, yeah, I do game streaming, and the guys taught me a new word, and it's called a bum fluff. And pretty much is what Jay has on his face, and it was the funniest thing ever, and they just started cracking up. But yeah, that's so funny. I literally was just talking about you, Alex. So it's crazy. But nice to see, you're rebranding yourself, doing things bigger and better. That's awesome. Just so you know, this week I'm going to have someone come on with me, pretty much pick a number between 1 and 20. I'm going to have the cowboy come on with me and pretty much help me pick who is going to be on with me. And we can either play and talk or just straight talk, kind of see where it goes. Dave, guest number 14. 10:30 meeting group says maybe create a game or anything else that could get any of the younger gen online. Yeah, possibly. I feel like it's crazy because I've been talking about Stadia a lot more, just with like newer people that I meet, especially like at my job. It's kind of funny because I'm kind of the only girl that kind of works at my job in my department. So all the guys that work with us, they're kind of a little bit on the younger side. So I sit here and I like explain like what Stadia is and stuff, and they're all about the whole, oh, it sounds cool, but I don't know if I'd be into it thing. And I'm like, guys, just try it. You never know, you might actually like it. I personally think it's pretty cool. You guys might like it. Just check it out. So I definitely started getting the word out about Stadia and what we do because this is awesome. And I think nothing can get better than this. Paul says Nimbus just likes to sneak in and confuse everyone. Yeah, I'm like, oh, nice to meet you, and stuff. And I've actually met you before, which is kind of funny. But hey, good for rebranding. That was awesome. Do you guys have any plans for Father's Day? And happy Father's Day to all of you guys who are on here who are dads. We are actually going to be doing Dorney Park on Sunday, which is going to be cool. Because I haven't been to Dorney Park since I was like 6, and I've only ever been once, and it was to the water park that they have. But are we doing the amusement park when we go? Yeah, so we'll be doing the amusement park when we go to Dorney Park, which will be cool. We're going on Sunday. Yeah, it's crazy how fast like the 20th is coming up because I feel like we just started June and it's already the 14th or 15th, which is crazy. Look at who we have in the building. Mister, I was just talking about you too. Mister said, did you know that I like video games? Yes, I did. Hey, Mister, we're going to be doing something cool this week. Pick a number between 1 and 20, and I'm going to have the cowboy, aka my dad, come on and help me out with picking a number to have one of you guys join in with me. So it'll be pretty cool. And we can either play a game in chat or just strictly chat. Doesn't really, we'll see how the vibe goes. But definitely pick a number and see if you're going to be my lucky person to be on with me. We have Ray who says, yo. We have Dave who says, I only play certain games. Your father knows, LOL. Yeah, I know. And Now Your Mama Knows says, Urban World is a loser. All right, now we're getting the negative stuff going. We was all about positive vibes. But hey, listen, if you want to sit here and do that, we can always have the rap battle between the both of you. Because, I'm still waiting for y'all guys' rap battle. And listen, if we have to do it where we bring the both of you guys on for this rap battle and shake it up, we will. And do it live. Mr. says, pick a number now. Yes, Mr. Pick a number now. And so far we have Dave who says 14. So pick a number and we'll see how things go. I feel like this week it's just this one's just gonna be just conversating. But that's awesome. That's cool. Dave says this whole year is flying, which is great. LOL. It is. I feel like things is flying so much faster because not everyone is big on COVID anymore. So I feel like everyone is actually kind of just living their lives now. They're not too panicky like how everything was last year. I feel like last year went by so slow because we started going into a pandemic. Everyone started to freeze, stop everything that they were doing, and pretty much just take things day by day. And now everybody's kind of just getting back into the old routine where things is just going and just flying, which is cool. However, now it's like you wake up and it's like, holy crap, now we're in like June when we felt as though we were just in January like yesterday, which is crazy to think that like now June is gonna be over in like a week and a half, which is crazy. And now your mama knows says everyone is scared to be on with you. And Mr. says 14. And now your mama knows says, I think the winner is going to be Dave by default. And Dave says, I already picked 14, LOL. We have Bruce in the building. Hey, Bruce, nice to see you. Pretty much, pick a number between 1 and 20, and you might be a lucky person to be able to come on with me today. We're kind of just chatting it up this week. Usually we would play a game, but I feel like we just chat it out. You know, it's nice. Happy Father's Day to all of you dads out there. It's coming up on Sunday. Pretty much just what are you guys doing for Father's Day? Do you guys have any plans for your dads, or do your kids or your wives or anyone like that have any plans for you that you might know of? Mr. says, okay, I'll go with 15. Dave says, at Mr. Okay, cool, LOL. And Mr. says, I'm going to be in the library all summer reading books because I'm a nerd. What kind of books are you into? What kind of genre are you into? I like mystery novels and things like that. So yeah, what kind of novels are you into? You can't take me to Barnes and Nobles because I will buy books that I won't even read for months. The last time I went to Barnes and Nobles was, I think, a year ago, and I bought 4 books, and they're still sitting in the bag. Because I buy them and I like to look at them. Eventually, I'll read them, but I just haven't really. But I got 4 really cool mystery books though by 4 of my favorite authors. And now your mama knows says, just bring Dave on and get it over with. And Dave says, do they still have libraries? LOL. What's a library? Mr. says, there's a library in every town, city, I thought. LOL. There's one like, I don't know, 2 minutes away from our house if you just walk up this street. It's a small little building. I'm so used to seeing libraries being like this huge building. And the one that we have here in our town is like so small. Dave says, and now your mama knows LMFAO with a question mark. And Bruce says, oh yeah, I forgot about Father's Day. You forgot about Father's Day. How did you forget? But that's okay. My dad forgot too. Because I just mentioned what we were doing for Father's Day, and he totally thought that was a whole nother week, and it's this week. But again, this last week went by so fast. It's just crazy. Mr. says, I have 7 kids, so we're probably going to the movies. Nice. Awesome. When are you guys going to see if you go to the movies? And we have Avery not here who says, Ayo, with the laughing crying emoji. Hi, I've never met you before, I don't think. Happy Father's Day. Pick a number between 1 and 20, but we may just have to do my Uncle Dave. So we're going to pick our lucky winner in like 2 minutes. So we can have the last 30 minutes to kind of just play a game and chat and things like that. So you guys have 2 minutes to pick a number between 1 and 20. Mr. says, I like fiction, nonfiction, conspiracles, anything as long as it catches my attention. I'm kind of the same way a little bit, but lately mysteries have been catching my attention a lot more. Just because of all the suspense when you're reading, especially when you read a series and it's kind of just like, all right, well, what's going to happen in the next book type thing. Mr. also says, I don't think it's good for me to come on because too many family members are here always. Well, Mr. Well, what does family members have to do with you not coming on? Oh, I think I have an idea of who this person is. Dave says, I still have Barack Obama's book that I haven't opened yet. LOL. They still have those. Like when I went into Barnes and Nobles, they were still having those books on the shelf. So, Avery not here says, hi, Leonard. So I'm gonna take a guess and assume that this is my little brother Shamir. Just because he's the only person who calls me Leonard. And he only calls me Leonard because the Cowboy's not going to be okay with this. But he calls me Leonard because that is the Cowboy's middle name. So I'm putting it out there. I get called Leonard by my little brother on my mom's side because of my dad. If you guys, yeah, he and it's so funny because he calls me Leonard because of you and because me and you look alike. He's like, well, because you look like your dad, your name's gonna be Leonard. So he's been calling me Leonard for like 10 years now. It's crazy. Yeah, like literally, like when he sees me, that's just all I get called. Hey, Leonard, and I'm like, hey, Shamir. Like that's just it. Mr. says, and now your mama knows. Just left a message on your answering machine, and no, I'm not picking up if you return the call. Avery not here says, Leonard, I think you know me. I do know you. Mr. says, dang, forgot to block my number. Calling your dad just now. 10:30 Media Group. Hey, why are you over here growling? Please go away. Josie, you're so rude. Goodbye. Over here just growling in my face. I just pet you and you're growling in my face. Wow, I just lost my 7 kids at Mr. Maybe stay home and stream. That's well over $200 at the show. Oh, and Mr. says at 10:30 Media Group, I own an Arby's. And Dave says Leonard, LOL. Avery not here says these comments are so delayed. It does happen from time to time. And now your mama knows says pick the winner already. Well, we only got 2 numbers. So I think so. Yeah, I think we only got 2 numbers picked. So, and now your mama knows says, I want to see Dave. And Mr. says, and now your mama knows, did you get my message? And Avery not here says 17. So we have 3 numbers. Dave said 4. Oh man. No, because you didn't call me.
Okay, so how you gonna do it? Same way, right? So you got
Yeah.
number 14. Miss Irwin really ain't getting on. I don't know if Shamir will or not. But you only really got 2 numbers. 14 and 17.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we should get Dave on here and
Well, you gotta pick.
Oh. Well, it's only 2 numbers.
Oh, well, you just want to pick. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean.
All right, well, here, you want me to send, I'm going to send Dave.
Yeah, send Dave the link. Dave, we're going to bring you on.
Oh, through Facebook.
Through Facebook. Dave said 4. 10:30 Media Group says, sweet. I love Arby's. Congrats, man. Maybe we could game for a discount card. LOL. So kind of like a gift card. Do you really own an Arby's? Because that'd be kind of cool. Mr. says, and now your mama knows. I did. I just left a message on your answering machine. When I called, it didn't ring, and your answering machine said your full name. And Dave said 1, 2, 3. Dave, look out for the link. We're sending it now.
Send it to Facebook.
We sent it through Facebook, so look for it. Avery Not Here says, I like your dad's hat. Yeah, it's kind of like his main thing right now. He used to have a brown kind of like Cowboys hat, and then he got a new one, which is the black one that he has now. Oh, I was like, what? So this is the old one, and then then he got this one. I kind of like the new one better. I feel like it's more of a more improved. Like if you had to guess which one you like better, like I'm pretty sure everyone would say the black one. Oh, look who we have in the building. It's Ryzak. Hey, Ryzak. Lena, your dad is a bum. Glad you turned out to be awesome. Well, thank you. Hey, Ryzak, this week we're going to be doing something pretty cool. I'm actually going to have someone come on with me, and we're either, depending on how the vibe goes, we're either going to chat or just play a game. Oh, I actually made that. Oh, I can? What?
See, look, did Dave jump in yet?
I can't.
Bottom of the screen, bottom left. It will show like another box.
Well, there's two boxes here, but one is like the game, and the other one. Yeah, no. Dave, what are you doing? Check your message. Avery Not Here says, your dad want to be a cowboy so bad. That's kind of his thing. He literally, if you watch his videos, he literally sits here and like throws his arms out and says he's a cowboy. And yeah, he's kind of like screaming at his viewers when you think about it. Dave, it's not working. Okay.
Ask him what is he doing and all. It's working for me right now. I used the same link he did.
My dad just used the same link that you did, that he sent you. What are you doing it on? Is it like your phone, your computer? Like, what are you trying it on? Mr. says at 10:30, media group. I'm joking. I don't have any kids and I don't own an Arby's. However, I do work from home. And if you can beat me in Power Rangers, I'll give you a gift card to any food spot of. Okay. King of content.
Throw me in there, man.
Oh.
Ah.
Well, you didn't tell me how to do that. Can they see you? No. Wait, how do I do this?
I'm on the screen.
Oh, I was like, can they see you?
Yeah, you just had to click the thing at the bottom. So look, Dave, it works. What's up, people?
I was gonna say your thing froze a little bit.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, we kind of just have you smiling in the screen. Mr. said your choice. Ryzak said,